This is footage shot by our next guest as she returned home to see what remained of the building she lived in that is now completely destroyed by the Palisades fire. Laura Nativo is a dog trainer. She lived in Pacific Palisades for 15 years. The fire destroyed her apartment and almost everything she owns. She is now left with her dog and her van. And Laura Nativo joins us live now. Laura, I am so sorry for everything that you have been through. I know you say when you evacuated, you thought that there was no way the fire could reach your home. You just wanted to get your sweet dog and the pups you were training away from any smoke. You know, and it really struck me. You tell us that you thought you were being paranoid by evacuating. Walk us through this. Walk us through that video. What was lost in the fire, and what was it like to go back and see this?
Hi, Natasha. Thank you for having me and my sweet Delilah Jane, who I hope she stays asleep here. It was the morning of 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday, and I was one of the few friends who had been texting everyone the night before saying, hey, stay on alert, there's winds coming. And so, we knew there was a high chance of a drastic fire hitting anywhere within our neighborhood, but when the fire hit that morning, it was about 10 acres, and where you see my building in the Pacific Palisades on Sunset Boulevard, the fire was up in the hills. And so I thought, Delilah's 11, I want to get her away from the smoke. If you see the streets where they were bulldozing cars, my van is there, and I knew the fire trucks needed to access. I saw super scoopers coming from the ocean and fire trucks racing up, so I really thought, like so many of the fires in the past, that they would get it under control at some point. As I was evacuating, I thought, this is a precaution to just get my dog away from all of the chaos and the smoke, and to make sure that the air quality is okay for her. I grabbed my laptop, and I didn't think, I thought I was crazy. My boyfriend was kind of like, why are you taking what I did take, which is more than so many people. I just figured if I'm displaced for a week because of smoke in the neighborhood, then I can try to get some work done. And never in a million years did I think that our entire beautiful community of the Pacific Palisades and Malibu and Altadena, my best friend Nicole, she lost everything too. And I don't know when each of our places burned, but it's just wild looking at the map of Los Angeles and thinking about how many thousands of people are displaced. And I have Delilah, and I have a lot more than a lot of people right now. So
yeah, Laura, I appreciate that. I know you say you brought things, like your passport in that moment, but any personal items, the memories are just gone. I know the photos of your mom who has passed are gone, and you shared one detail in particular that really is on my heart tonight, that you lost something related to the son who you lost. If you're comfortable, could you share that with us?
thank you. I've been going through IVF for the last 6 years, and I had finally gotten pregnant, and I should have given birth in November. And instead, I lost my baby at 17 weeks, my son, in June. I had lost my dog 2 days earlier, Penelope, and I lost the ashes of my heart dog, Preston, my middle dog, Penelope, and my son. The only thing I had were hand and footprints from the hospital and the card that all the doctors had signed. And I just remember walking out of my apartment, and I have a photo of my mom and my dog, and that was where my birth certificate was, which is why I just grabbed it thinking I was crazy. And you've never even looked at your birth certificate, why are you taking it? And I looked at my mom and Preston, and I said, I hope to see you soon. And in that moment, I thought, gosh, do I take these these glass frames? And I thought, that's crazy. I'm going to walk out with my dog and a laptop. And it was so early, and there hadn't been the destruction to any of the homes or structures at that point. And so I left every photo from my childhood, my teen years, when I moved to LA, like so many dreamers when I was 17, all of the photos through my 20s. And the hardest thing that I've lost is my mom, who passed away when I was 6. My sister and I recently were gifted photo albums and scrapbooks from her when she was a child, and she lived to be 36. So there were about 20 years of memories from her. And I had put them in a fireproof safe, thinking my sister and I would go through them and, just get to know our mom, because we didn't really have, a lot of people talk about the memories that they have, but it was just a treasure chest of clues into who she was, because we didn't have those memories with her. And so I don't know if by some miracle it could be in the rubble. I lived in a building with 75 units, and it was 3 stories that are just demolished. And I think about all of my neighbors and everyone who lost every memory, every everything that you curate through your life. People, they save for a sale. It's a lot of people think about Pacific Palisades and they think it's millionaires and
Hmm.
celebrities, and
Hmm.
my building was very hardworking people who were middle class. There were a lot of elderly in the building who were living on a fixed income. And I'm just thinking, I'm very blessed that I have this friend who's given me her guest house as a retreat for now. But I think about how many people are displaced and how many people are in shelters and just are left with
Yeah,
nothing.
Laura, I'm so incredibly grateful that you're willing to share some of those details with us tonight. I know it is so raw and it is so personal, and I think what it really illuminates as we have watched this unfold, it is not just multi-million-dollar homes and
No,
celebrities' third or fourth homes that we're watching
no.
burn tonight, and it is not about these things that can be replaced by an insurance company. How can you replace the ashes of the dogs? How can you replace the hand and footprints that you took home from the hospital? I really want to make sure that we bring this up, a GoFundMe page, so that people can help you. If they search Help Laura and Delilah Rebuild, if we can put this up, please. Help Laura and Delilah Rebuild after the devastating Palisades fire. That is the title of the GoFundMe page. I know we're seeking to put that up. We're going to put it on newsnationnow.com as well. Laura, I know that you're crashing with a friend for the moment. That will not last forever. How else can people help?
I think I appreciate you sharing my GoFundMe. I think reach out to everyone you know has a friend or family member in California. There are at least 30,000. I don't know how many people displaced. Offer what you can. Some people have spare bedrooms, guest houses. I think everybody who's in a position to help should be. I know the LA community is beautiful, and I've been so touched that I have friends from childhood and every chapter of my life that have reached out with an outpouring of love. And so I think everybody who's watching, just give what you can, do what you can, support however you can. And I hope that our city
Yeah.
rebuilds. And I'm grateful for you taking time to cover this.
I'm grateful for you. Laura Nativo, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. I know it's a long journey. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Natasha. Everyone stay safe.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.